Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Regular viewers will know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. Today isn't actually a review per se, it's more of a lens test. I recently done a review on the Sigma 17-70 f2.8-4 lens for the APS-C mount, and I actually purchased the F mount lens and I fitted it to my Nikon Z50 via the FTZ adapter. So I've basically got an F mount DX lens, or Sigma called them DC lens, which is a crop sensor lens, and I've got it fitted to my Nikon Z50. Now I've done some photographs with it, and I've got, say, the last video showed how good it was as a photographic lens. And I've had several people ask me, well, you know, how good is it on the Z50 as a video lens doing, you know, filming? I have no idea. I genuinely have never used it on the Z50 for filming. This is the very first time I've actually used it for filming. I've not seen the results. I have no idea how good it is. I have a suspicion it might be hunting just a little bit, because it's quite a noisy lens. If you're not using a radio mic or some form of external mic to pick up the talent, it will pick up the noise of a lens. It's not a silent motor lens. So I would strongly recommend, if you do use this lens, don't put a microphone, even a gun mic, on the top of the camera, because it will pick up the noise of a lens. I'm using these Rode wireless Go microphones, so picking up the noise of a camera is very, very unlikely. So there we go. Now we're just doing this quick test. I've got the lens set to 70mm, as you may or may not be able to tell. Pardon me for burping. Yeah, I've got the lens set to 70mm, so it's more of a portrait lens now. So 70mm in APS-C terms is about 100mm, 105 in full frame terms. So the camera's a reasonable distance away from me, and it should be quite a nice aesthetic. It won't have that bokeh background because it's an f4 lens when you're at 70mm. I will do another test in just a second at 50, and I'll do another test at wide angle. But that's just the test at 70mm. I just want to see if it's hunting on my face, if it's nailing the focus, you know, the usual sort of video tests that one would do with a lens on a camera using it for video. I know a lot of people will want to see the test with, you know, how well does it hold up with, you know, putting something in front of the lens. So let's see. I don't know what that is actually. An Olympus lens. I've just bought an Olympus OM10 Mark II and an OM1, which I'm playing with. I got them really cheap. So that's the Olympus lens. And I can hear it being really noisy, but I don't know whether that held on to me focus. I think that's a bit high actually. Let me do it there. I don't know. I guess I've got no idea. First time I've ever used it for video. So there we go. That's the Sigma 17-70 f2.8-4 at its 70mm end. You may be able to see it from the other angle that my Osmo is filming. But let's now cut that and switch it to 50mm and see how it reacts as a 50mm lens. I haven't reframed it, I've literally just switched it to 50mm. One point of note with the Z50, it's got that flip down screen. That's a pain in the butt on this particular tripod, because I've actually fitted it with the small rig mount. This tripod, it still comes down okay, but the bottom of the plate is obscuring part of the monitor. I'm having to sort of do this to see the monitor. So I'm not a big fan of the flip down screen at all. I'm sure it's absolutely fine if you're doing vlogging, selfies, that kind of thing. But I'm still using, as my other camera will show, my Osmo will show, I'm still using a little monitor on the top of the camera, which is my little Andy Cine A6 monitor. A little 5-inch monitor, absolutely great. I much prefer the monitor on the top when I do trying to flip it underneath. But that's by the by. So this is the Sigma 17-70 at 50mm. Again, just seeing how good this is. I don't know, that's not going to have much effect now. But, you know, There we go. Now let's go to wide. I will have to reframe, I think. Go to 17. Take it down a bit. And that way a bit. Look at that. That's really wide. I've now set the Sigma 17 to 70 to its widest setting, 17mm. So that gives you an indication as to the versatility of this one particular lens. For lighting, I've not lit it properly really, to be honest. I've just stuck my little portable LED light, me SD light on the side, and that's just given me a bit of field light. So I haven't fussed this shoot whatsoever. But again, my Osmo will be picking up just the camera and this angle. But it looks actually pretty nifty as a wide shot. It could well be something that I will use for just picking up the wide angle, the ambience of the actual setting, you know, for future videos. It's all dependent on how well it holds the focus. If it's not holding the focus, there's absolutely no point in me using it. I know the Z50 is very, very good at holding focus. What I don't know though is with this adapted Sigma lens how good it is. And as I said earlier, this is the very first time that I've actually tried this. So there we go, that's the Sigma 17 to 70. I've now switched it back to 70mm. I prefer the aesthetic when you're doing certainly an end shot, you know, a closing shot as it were. I prefer a tighter shot. So there we go, that's the Sigma 17 to 70 in video on the Nikon Z50 via the FTZ adapter, as I said earlier. So thanks very much for watching this short video. I hope you found it useful, and if you do find my videos, you know, good, please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit the like button if you found the content of this video useful. Really appreciate that, it helps me grow the channel. So once again, thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos relating to photography, video and some audio. Thanks very much, bye for now.